And we are back. Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we ended up going against the Chicago Bears, where we unfortunately lost 24-20 in what was such a good game. In this episode, we're looking to bounce back with a win over the Colts, who are currently 0-4, so they are fighting for their first win of the season, while we're fighting to get back above the 500 mark. I haven't actually showed the standings at all, but we currently sit at 11th in the conference at 2-2. However, every single team in this division is also 2-2, with the Chargers actually beating us. So they have the tiebreaker over us currently, which is why we're also at the bottom because we have the worst division record. So yeah, really good chance here for us to get another win. Hopefully, turn this into a momentum streak to send us into the bye week here with hopefully 3 wins in a row. But there's not really much to talk about. Um, we'll go ahead and try and do our episode tradition of re-signing Daniel Carlson. And we do. So no longer a tradition as we lock up Daniel Carlson. He'll be getting paid 4.6 mil a year for the next 2 years. So we have him on contract for this year and then 2 years after. We're going to go ahead and get right into this game. Already did training, you know the drill. Colts are actually the better team. So looks like we're going to have to beat them. But I have faith that we are able to win this game. I believe that we will win. All right, let's get underway. Looks like we are going to be receiving the ball first. And it's going to be oh no, it's actually the Colts, excuse me. First down, they end up getting Jonathan Taylor. And down goes Richardson. Max Crosby gets a sack. In this series, I guess Anthony Richardson is the starter, which makes sense because they, give the young guy a chance in this series. 3rd and 8, 8 yards for Jack Beck, but it is going to be 4th and short. We're going to come out the gate swinging, and no, I'm not going to call quarterback sneak. Ashton Jeanty first down to the 34. Sorry, I had to call it. Third and 9. 11 yards to Jack Beck for the first down. Second and 4 from the 24. Incomplete. Bring up 3rd down. Jack Beck for 8 yards. That's going to bring up a first down inside the red zone up to the 16. First and goal from the 1 all of a sudden, and it's going to be coming back due to a false start. First and goal from the 6. I forgot to check injuries. Hopefully we don't have any. We'll go ahead and check after this drive is over, which it is not going to be that play. Ashton Jeanty had a chance, stepped out of bounds at the 3. So, you're going to have to wait till 2nd and goal now. As they give it to Raheem Mostert. He goes nowhere, actually loses yardage. So now 3rd and goal from the 5. Gino, pressured, throwing, complete. That is Trey Tucker for the touchdown. We are going to quickly check the injury, medical center. So we are going to be missing Jamal Adams. Ended up getting injured. However, it sounds like that was actually during the game. But all these other guys we already knew about. The Colts, on the other hand, Jalen Charles, Tyler Warren, Jacob Phillips, DJ Montgomery, Salvin Ahmed, Hunter Wohler, Justin Wally, and Blake Freeland. That is a lot of guys. Especially your rookie tight end, Tyler Warren. Ooh, that's got to suck. 7-0 though. 1st and 10. They're going to start out with an Alec Pierce 11-yard reception. And a Landon Roberts The linebacker gets the bat down. Jonathan Taylor rushes for 5 yards, which brings up 3rd and 5. Josh Downs with a 10-yard reception. And down he goes. Jonah Lelu with the sack. And Jonathan Taylor loses yards. 3rd and 20 now. 1-yard rush for Richardson. Let's go. Great job, defense. Pinned at the 1, though. And we're going to be backing up even more. Michael Mayer. I guess that was a fullback dive. Michael Mayer again. 3rd and 3. It's actually manageable. But we go 3 and out. 58-yard punt for A.J. Cole. So a good punt for him. Oh, we got a turnover apparently. Let's go. Hold on. Who got the turnover? I didn't get to see. Was it a forced fumble? Eric Stokes forced the fumble and recovered it? Well, how does he have 2 fumble recoveries? Did someone just drop the ball or something? I mean, sure. Good punt. Pinned at the 2. Kai Blue Kelly with the recovery. 4 yards for Jonathan Taylor on 1st down. 2nd and 6. -2 for Richardson. They're going to mark it as a scramble. Jonathan Taylor, however, runs for the 1st down, and Josh Downs, 10 yards reception. Colts moving the football this drive somewhat. 14 yards to Michael Pittman. Yes, they definitely are. Jeremy Chin with the bat down. 2nd and 10. Jonathan Taylor gets 3 yards. 3rd and 7. Anthony Richardson throws the ball away. 37-yard punt. Not a very good one. And it was a fair catch. Pinned at the 16. 3rd and 7. Raiders have struggled to move the ball besides that 1 touchdown drive. 60-yard punt. Okay, A.J. Cole. 3 yards for Alex Pierce. And Leaky Fotu commits penalty. 1st down from the 35. No gain. 2nd and 10. 4 yards for Jonathan Taylor. 3rd and 6. Incomplete pass. As we're going to quickly hop in now, final 2 minutes of this quarter. So we're going to go ahead and watch it unfold. Fair caught at the 12. 2 minutes and 2 seconds, so we have time for 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Good rush by Genty. Amazing rush. 2nd level up to the 35. What a great call before the 2-minute warning. 1st down at the 35 now. Gino in shotgun. Looking to throw. He's now going to run with it. He's got the 1st down still going up past midfield to the 46. Big pickup there for the Raiders. 1st and 10 now from the 46. It's going to be a fake to Genty. He breaks the tackle, but only going to help him in the slightest bit. 2nd and 13 now from the 49 after 3-yard loss. Gino throwing over the middle. That's complete. That is, who is that? Trey Tucker up to the 33-yard line for a 1st down. Under a minute to go now. Raiders still all 3 timeouts. Colts all 3 timeouts. Brock Bowers breaks a tackle. Up to the 21, 1st down. Timeout, but an injury one as Colton Miller, the left tackle, gets injured. 1st down now from the 21-yard line. Gino checks it down to Genty. He's going to pick up 5 yards. And a timeout. 2nd one now for the Raiders as they have 1 remaining with 40 seconds at the 16. Gino throws, complete. That's Jacoby Myers up to the 4-yard line, 1st and goal. Oh my goodness, hike the ball. They go give to Michael Mayer. Timeout with 4 seconds. What a play call. We should have taken the timeout and just thrown the ball a few times. Kick is good, obviously. It was a chip shot. 10-0, 2 seconds remaining. I imagine that'll be the score going into the half, unless the Colts manage to do some magic.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They're throwing it deep, and it's caught, but no time remaining. Just stat padding. Halftime report now. Vikings Brown, McCarthy, he's going to air it out over the middle. It's caught. Adam Thielen somehow breaks through. He goes the distance. Vikings win 23-17. Browns still winless. '49ers Rams, little interdivision matchup. Whoa, he hurdles, then makes a bunch of people miss. Tyler Higbee, 31-14. What a play there. As the Rams win that one. Oh, here's a good one. Texans Ravens, 2 3-1 teams, both in the AFC. It's going to be Baltimore. They give it to Henry. He's going to run to the outside. No one in front. Oh, he hurdles a man. 14-10 low-scoring game. C.J. Stroud went. Oh, they're at halftime. Never mind. I was about to say, the fact that C.J. Stroud threw 9 passes. Here we have the other games we are looking for. Broncos lead 21-14 over the Eagles. Chiefs have not played. Did not see the Chargers. As we will see our stats. Jacoby Myers, only 1 reception, 13 yards. Ashton Jeanty having a great start, though. And that'll do it for the halftime show. That's right. I remembered after last episode. Thankfully, I was returning this time anyway, but if you missed the last episode, I ended up kicking the ball out of bounds on accident because I didn't know I would be playing. 3rd and 7, and we're going to go 3 and out on the opening drive. This is a great chance for the Colts to get back into this, build some momentum. And 28 yards would definitely do that. Although second or first play is incomplete. Already 3rd and 12 now after an incompletion. Defensive penalty on Christopher Smith. That gives them a fresh set of downs. 3rd and 10 now from the 49. Incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage. They end up having to punt from our own side of the field. 12 yards for Jacoby Myers. 5 yards for Jeanty on 2nd and 5. 10 yards for Jacoby Myers. There we go. Get Jacoby involved. Gino throws it away. 2nd and 10. 8 yards for Jeanty. 3rd and 2. 6 yards for Jeanty. That's a first down. -3 for Jeanty. Incomplete. Looking at a long field goal here. 12 yards will definitely make it a short field goal, or we could go for it. We go for the field goal. It's good. 13-0 Raiders lead. Still 5 minutes in the 3rd. 9 yards for Taylor on the rush. Good pickup. 9 yards for Michael Pittman this time. 4 yards for Taylor to get the first down. 10 yards for Taylor. That's going to put him across midfield. Now inside the 40. -2. That'll put him outside the 40. 3rd and 12 now from the 42. Looking at a long field goal. They punt it. I guess they don't trust their kicker. Down at the 4-yard line. 7 yards for Bowers on first down. 9 yards for Jeanty. That's going to extend it. 7 yards for Geno Smith on the run. 5 yards again for Geno on the run. 4 yards for Jeanty on the rush. 7 yards for Jeanty. And the Colts have to find an answer. It looks like the Raiders are content just running this football. Jacoby Myers for 15 yards and a first down. 5 yards for Genty. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Sacked! Grover Stewart gets the sack. That'll knock the Raiders out of field goal range. It gives the Colts a chance. They pretty much have to score, though, or it's game over. Alec Pierce for 14 yards. 1st and 10. 65-yard rush for Jonathan Taylor. And that could be the momentum swing the Colts needed. Now only trailing by 6. Trey Tucker with a 22-yard reception. Colts Raiders right at field goal range. Looking at a 58-yarder, and they punt it away. They're going to rely on the defense. We're obviously going to watch this play out. 2.5 minutes. We're going to a 2-minute warning, actually. 2nd and 15. They don't get a playoff. So 2 minutes to go. The Colts facing a 2nd and 15. All the way back at their own 15. They got to go 85 yards, 2 minutes. They do have all 3 timeouts. Let's see if Richardson can do some magic. Fumble! Oh my goodness! Landon Roberts with the recovery. I want to say it was Leaky Fotu who forced the fumble. Stats. There it is. It is Leaky Fotu forces the fumble. Was it? I thought it was 99. I thought. Let me quickly watch this back. I want to see. No, it is 95. Leaky Fotu with the forced fumble. And the Raiders, as long as they don't turn this ball over, a field goal would pretty much all but do it. 3rd turnover of the game for the Colts, and that's going to cost them. As they give to Genty, no pickup. Of course, Colts are going to take their timeout. A 1st down ends the game. Any points would pretty much end the game. Obviously, the Colts will still have a chance, but they would need an onside kick. Raheem Mostert with the carry to Speedy Man. He's going to get into the end zone. That might not end the game quite, as the Colts will have time. If they're able to save those 2 timeouts and score really fast, definitely doable. Raiders obviously going to go for 2, try and make it a 14-point game. Colts bring pressure. Geno escapes, throws it up, incomplete. Tried to hit Jack Beck, incomplete though, as it was a tough grab. Raiders still lead by 12 though, which is a 2-touchdown game. Turned up to 29. Colts gonna have a minute 44 and 2 timeouts. Gonna have to score twice. The best situation for the Colts is to score with over a minute and to not use your timeouts. So you got to move fast. As that was a good pickup up to the 45 though. Definitely helps out with the situation they're in. As Alec Pierce, nobody in front of him. Up to the 29-yard line. Huge pickup, but that is going to be a big pickup, so everyone's going to have to run. That's going to take a decent amount of time. Pretty much this play has to be either out of bounds or touchdown. And the Colts take their timeout, so it is now officially onside kick or bust. 1st down at the 18. Check down to Taylor. He breaks a tackle. Up to the 11-yard line, tackled inbounds. If I was the Colts there, I would have taken my timeout. They spike it. Now 3rd and 3 from the 11. So they only have 2 plays to get this rather than potential 3 they could have had if they take it to timeout. Richardson looking, throwing, end zone, incomplete. And now you have a rough decision. Do you go end zone or do you go for the 1st down? Because if you go for the 1st down, it's a safer option, but it takes more time off. They go Josh Downs. First and goal from the free. They are going to go hurry up again. They're not wasting their timeout. If they truly believe they can get the onside kick, it's not a bad idea. However, that is very reliant on getting that onside kick. And Richardson gets sacked, and maybe it's not a bad idea. They save that timeout. They're able to get out of a jam there with the sack. Third and goal from the 7. You got 2 plays, 7 yards. You really can't afford to be tackled inbounds. And they don't, as Josh Downs in the end zone, touchdown. Colts obviously going to go for the extra point, as even if they went for 2, it would make no difference. Still be a touchdown game. 19-14 now, and we are an onside kick away from seeing who is the winner. And it's going to be recovered by the Raiders. Jack Beck, and he does not fumble. So that is going to do it. The Raiders are going to end up winning this one 19-14. Great game. Colts tried to come back too little too late. Arguably outplayed. Well, no, actually, because he turned the ball over 3 times. But looking at the plain stats there, Anthony Richardson had a good game. 20 for 31 for 200 yards and a touchdown for Geno. Rushing Ashton Genty, 23 for 89. He didn't have a great average, but he did pick up his production in the carries. That's something we love to see. Raheem Mostert, obviously, with the huge touchdown, 2 for 14. Geno Smith getting involved at the ground. Michael Mayer, obviously, we know is our fullback, so if we run fullback dive. Trey Tucker led the way, 5 for 67 and a touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 4 for 50. Ashton Genty, 5 for 32. Jack Beck, 4 for 31. Brock Bowers, 2 for 18. Only sack allowed is by Colton Miller, so that's really good. 8 tackles for Darnay Holmes and Max Crosby, 7 for Jeremy Chin, 6 for Eric Stokes. 2 sacks for Crosby, 1 for Thomas Booker and Leaky Fotu. We know no interceptions. We have a forced fumble by Eric Stokes and Leaky Fotu, with Eric Stokes somehow getting 2 recoveries and Landon Roberts getting 1. Kicking, perfect. Punting, 52.8 average. Great job there. As that is going to put us at 3-2, back above 500. We've kind of alternated win loss, and now the win. We're going to go ahead and advance to next week and see what may happen, because you never know. We're still waiting on Jacoby Myers. We had trade offers before we elected to decline, hoping maybe we'd get a better offer, and there it is. We also have a weekly award and a mock draft to go over, as Max Crosby is going to win Player of the Week. That's his 2nd time. For the mock draft, we are projected to take left guard Patrick Bohannon. Maybe I'm not going to say no to it. Definitely not. However, I do think we will. I don't think we will actually. I might say no to it. I argue that there are way bigger needs. I mean, look at this defense. This defense is dreadful. When you look at all these guys, I mean, dreadful. Where even is Jermaine Pratt? Did he get injured? Where's Jermaine Pratt? Is he just what? Dante Ford is our 4. Sorry, Javon Baker. Why is Jermaine Pratt all the way down here? Why is he not listed anywhere? Like what the heck? He's healthy, obviously. Wait, is Jermaine Pratt injured? No, he's fine. He's starting at Sam? No, he's not. I didn't see him. Am I dumb? He's our sub linebacker. Well, I don't see a Sam on here. I know some teams run it differently. Like, where the heck is he? We don't have a Sam position. I mean, to be fair, he's put up stats. Not many. He's averaging through 5 games, 5 tackles, which would put him around the 80 tackle threshold. I mean, I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it. But seriously, I don't see a Sam position. Is this one of those hidden positions for us? Because I've seen it before, definitely. I'm just gonna guess he's like a rotational guy who comes in certain packages. Oh well, whatever this situation may be, that's how it is. All right, we're going against the 4-1 Titans in the next episode, so that's gonna be a steep hill for us. We still have all our guys not coming back, still on IR. But we are up to 3-2. That shoots us from 11-9. Of course, every single team in our division won. We'll go ahead and quickly check our trade offers. Last time, they have gotten significantly, well, maybe not worse. Definitely not as good as I'd like, though. We had like 8 teams last time. Now we have 3, and only one of them I like. And even then, banking on a guy like Dontavian Wicks, not necessarily, because Demario Douglas, well, I mean, we are getting a third and a seventh compared to nothing for Demario Douglas. I'm not quite willing to do this trade. However, it is definitely on the list. Because I definitely want to get another receiver. Like, I don't want to trade a Jacoby Myers and not get a receiver. It could literally be a bottom of the barrel guy. I want to have a fifth guy. I guess we could technically sign him. But I want a younger guy. I don't want a guy who is 33 like Robert Woods here. When I say receiver, I mean like I'm getting a return. You saw the other guys. Darius Slay's 34. The tackle, I don't remember his name, was 31. Like, yeah, I'm good. But I honestly do think I would want a veteran receiver. Not someone who would be taking their job, so a guy probably like Allen Robinson. Definitely not Robbie Chosen. He has shown character issues. I want a veteran guy who I know can mentor our guys. Sterling Shepard's a good shout, I feel like. Odell's locker room issues. Robert Woods is definitely a shout, but he's, I think, too good. I want him to actually, I think he could make it on a team, so I think we'd probably be looking at a guy like Sterling Shepard, who is also a scheme fit, by the way, so. Alrighty, that is going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I will see you next time where we go against the Titans. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.